Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Wilson on second down. And right away, he lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And that is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's fourth down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
On second down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. It's caught outright by Graham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. In the slot on the right is Graham. Third and short, it's Procise. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
They come out here in the I. Another carry for the rookie Process. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go. A second down carry for Process. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Kearse goes in motion right. This is Alex Collins, the Seahawks' 5th-round pick. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Collins. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And 4th down coming up.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And Lawler has it over the middle. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up second down. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. A gain of 11 and a first down.
But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure, and he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
False start, offense.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. Short gain here, down to the 22. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Bowles His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Trying to pound it in with Tukuafu. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And a try for 2 is denied. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Seahawks defense working their way back out onto the field. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams, when they got that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover or a big kick return, whatever. That is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give up any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again. On the ground, Ellington. There he goes, left side. Cardinals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Cardinal defense, they head out to get set here. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them, because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
And sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Dayon Buchanan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. There's a reason that quarterbacks hate to see Patrick Peterson on the other end, isn't there?
That's because they feel like they should be throwing the football or handing it to him. He looks like an offensive player, but he plays the corner as well as anyone in the league.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now it's Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
On 1st down, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brief break in the action here. More from the desert after this. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's caught outright by Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it. This is pro science. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. You know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way. Depending on who converts on 4th down.
So we've reached halftime. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John. Why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, I bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the 3rd quarter. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Let's go.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This is Ellington. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The intended receiver, Andre Ellington, and it's 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Throwing is Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Escaping the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with precise. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Calais Campbell on the stop. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Let's face it, it's tough to defend guys just in regular time. But when they get extra time, when the guy maneuvers outside of the pocket, that's just almost unfair because now trying to stay with a receiver, very, very difficult to do, and a big play is often the result.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. 3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The rookie out of Ole Miss, Robert Kimdichie, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Offense.
Here's Drew Butler now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Defense.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On 2nd down, Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Again, they run with Ellington. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Ellington. And he is going to lose you. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Drew Butler now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 64 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
So that one, a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. One last shot for Palmer. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read. Nice pick, nice pick.